Hey Hoopheads, Brad here with another breakdown, and today I want to talk about the Raptors' 118-113 win over the Kings. In this game, the Raptors were led by 31 points from Norman Powell. Lowry had 30 on 10 of 15 shooting. Both of them had 6 threes. Siakam came up huge in the clutch, and Marc Gasol saw his return to the court finally. Let's get into it. On the very first play of the game, you can see Norman Powell switching onto Bogdanovic, and then he switches onto Bjelica and shuts down the handoff. And now as Barnes cuts up to get the ball, OG does a nice job of getting a hand in there to break up the handoff. And now as Barnes drives, you can see Norm in help position off the strong side, which is something most teams don't do, but he's still able to get out and challenge this shot. Pretty good shot contest. Here you see Norm Powell pressuring up onto De'Aaron Fox. You see Siakam over in help position, kind of ignoring Bjelica. As Bjelica gets the ball and tries to drive, you see OG sliding over with the help, while Siakam goes out to OG's man. Meanwhile, the pass goes to Giles as Lowry comes up to help on him and then gets out to the three-point line to contest the shot. Nice help defense, nice rotations. And now with Siakam's man still in the backcourt, he can afford to come over and help out on De'Aaron Fox a little bit, and he just pokes a hand in there and is able to jar the ball loose. Good pressure from him and Lowry to force the turnover, and then Serge with the pass over the top. Siakam's able to get the layup in transition. And now anticipating the screen, Norm takes a step up and to his right to try to get over it, but Fox drives to the right and OG switches onto him seamlessly. He's able to shut down the drive. And meanwhile, you can see Siakam helping under the basket and Lowry playing the midpoint between the two players on the weak side. He's able to get out to Bogdanovic right on the catch. And then as De'Aaron Fox gets the ball in the corner, Siakam and OG converge on him. Now he's trapped. He has to throw a really tough pass, and the Raptors are able to pick it off. Really nice aggression on defense there to force the turnover, and then the Raps get out and running, and Norm finds Siakam for the alley-oop. Nice finish off the turnover. And now as Bjelica posts up, I want you to watch OG Anunoby's feet. Bjelica tries to seal him, but OG is able to get that left foot up parallel to Bjelica, and that allows him to step into the passing lane and get the steal. And if Bjelica had been able to pin that foot behind him, he would have been able to get that pass through, but OG, nice work not to let that happen. And now as Corey Joseph comes off the home screen, you can see Gasol dropping down to try to contain him, and at the same time Buddy Hield is going to cut up off the Rashawn home screen, probably an illegal screen, but McCaw does a pretty decent job of getting around it. Buddy has to relocate and take a dribble, and a pretty good shot contest there from McCaw from the side. And then here, as Corey Joseph gets around Terrence Davis, check out Gasol in help position, and Siakam is going to slide off Bazemore in the corner. And as Joseph gets deeper into the lane, Gasol and Davis converge and take up all the space, and you can see Siakam, he's in position to rotate out to Bazemore in the corner or to Rashawn Holmes at the free throw line, wherever the pass goes. And ironically enough, it goes right to him. And on this play, the Raptors are in a zone with both the bigs on the floor, and you can see Siakam with some nice containment on De'Aaron Fox. And then as Bjelica cuts to the basket and gets the pass from Fox, Serge is going to rotate over off Harry Giles. That's going to leave Giles wide open, but Lowry rotates down to him. And what that does is it forces Giles to just take an extra second, put the ball on the floor, and Serge is able to recover and get the block. And if Serge doesn't make that first rotation, it's a layup for Bjelica, and if Lowry doesn't make that second rotation, it's a layup for Giles. Great work by those two. And now I want to show some of the Raptors' movement in the zone that they play. You can see the Kings working it around a little bit. Eventually Harry Giles comes up to get the ball at the free throw line, and at the same time Buddy Hield is cutting along the baseline. You see Serge communicating. Norm is going to drop back as Buddy Hield gets the ball. Then you see Siakam rotate over to Fox, who drives. He gets it to the corner, and Lowry with a great closeout to run him off the three-point line. He kicks it out to De'Aaron Fox, and then Siakam and Lowry both go to the ball. A little miscommunication on who was handling him, and Lowry ends up giving a foul on the drive. Not the best ending to the play, but you can see how those rotations really help the Raptors defense snuff out three-point shooters. Here, a similar deal, Lowry pressuring up on Hield. He's a great shooter, but Lowry does a nice job of making him uncomfortable. And then off the offensive rebound, it's a bit of a scramble, but Siakam with a nice closeout to the corner. Lots of help in the paint. Fox gets the ball at the top, not necessarily a shooter. He finds Bjelica. Serge runs him off the three-point line and then gets out to De'Aaron Fox. As he drives, Siakam is already helping over all the way from the weak side corner. And as the pass is thrown, Norm is already rotating. And then Siakam gets out to Bogdanovic and runs him off the three-point line. Serge with a nice challenge challenge, and the Raptors just can't quite control the offensive rebound. That's one of the dangers of a zone. Kings get the putback, but good rotations there. And now in the second half, as Bogdanovic gets the ball, De'Aaron Fox is going to go off to the corner with Norm guarding him, but as soon as Norm clears Bogdanovic's field of vision, he changes course and creeps back in, able to poke the ball away and get the steal. Nice tricky move from Norm there to read the defense. And now Norm is on Fox, but Fox is going to set a pin down screen for Bogdanovic, so Norm switches out onto him, and then as Fox comes off the screen, there's potentially going to be an opening around the free throw line, but watch how Norm slides down to fill in that gap. That leaves two shooters open on the far side, and the Raptors handle that by sending Siakam to whoever gets the ball first, and then Norm will take the second one. As Bogdanovic drives, Siakam slides down to help slow him down a little bit, and then as he retreats back to the shooter, Serge is going to step up to the ball while Lowry slides down again. We see him get a steal this time, not just slowing down Harry Giles. Superb rotations by the Raptors defense there, and then they get out in transition and Norm finishes. Incredible the way he's been finishing lately, and now just some nice one-on-one defense from Norm as he's able to get the strip. Great hands. And then as Corey Joseph gets the ball, he's going to hand it back to Buddy Hield, who tries to go at OG. OG, a great job defending him, containing him, forces a tough pass that leads Richaun Holmes right into Kyle Lowry, who's rotating from the weak side. Holmes has to get rid of it, and Norman Powell is Johnny on the spot to get the interception. Here again, as Buddy Hield gets the ball, the Raptors pressuring him, OG and Lowry right there. Active hands from Lowry lets him intercept the pass. Good pressure again on the perimeter. And now the Kings are going to try to do a dribble handoff to Corey Joseph, but Norm with the nice pressure to snuff it out. The Kings have to pull it back out instead, and now Corey Joseph is going to drive to the left on him, but Marc Gasol rotating over from the weak side with the active hands able to deflect this pass to his man. That's almost a turnover. OG goes on the ground to get it and then recovers to get up and contest Corey Joseph's shot. Great hustle, great effort from everybody involved on that play. And now into the fourth quarter, a really nice block from Serge Ibaka on Kent Bazemore, but the defense in the fourth quarter, to be honest, wasn't that elite. They gave up almost 40 points, and it wasn't even necessarily bad defense. The Kings hit a bunch of tough shots. The Raptors obviously could have been better, but they weren't. So I'm going to spend the last few minutes talking about the Raptors offense in crunch time. 5 minutes left, tie ball game. You see Pascal getting the ball in the corner, and as he goes into the post, you see the defense's attention definitely shifts to him, but they don't come over with a double team yet. And then as Bogdanovic finally comes, Norm cuts to give him a passing angle and drains the three from the top of the arc. And then here, as OG comes up to set the screen for Pascal, Bjelica is going to try to trap him, but he doesn't cut off that sideline. That lets Siakam get a step on him and gets him completely out of position. Then the pass goes to OG, and he's able to get up and finish with the dunk. Two hands for safety, as always with OG. And then as Lowry gets the ball here, he jabs to get Fox to move back a little bit. Then he hesitates for a second, and if Fox moves towards him, then he's going to drive. But Fox never takes that space again, and Lowry's able to pull up and drain the tough three from the top. And then I don't even know what to say about this one. Short shot clock situation, just Pascal Siakam being a superstar and doing what he does. And then Siakam with the ball at the top, and you can see Ibaka is out at the elbow, and Richaun Holmes is out guarding him. Look how open the right-hand side is here. As Lowry sets the screen, Fox comes up to trap, and Siakam just takes off to the right to that opening, able to lay it up and in. Siakam is really tough to contain, especially if you don't have help at the rim. And then a tie game with 35 seconds left. The Raptors inbound it into the backcourt. Siakam with the ball in his hands. Lowry sets the screen again. As Siakam comes off it, check out Richaun Holmes on the right side here. So Siakam's going to cross over and go to the left side of the court, able to lay it up and in. The Kings had no answer, and that's a great example of reading the defense by Pascal Siakam. And from that point on, it was just a couple bad shots from the Kings and the Raptors hitting their free throws. That would be the ball game. The Raptors go to 45-18 on the season on the same day that Celtics lose. A firmer grasp on the 2 seed now. Thanks for watching, and if you want to see more videos like this, hit that subscribe button and let me know what you thought of the Raptors defense in the comments.